Dzień dobry. Witam Państwa bardzo serdecznie na kolejnym wydarzeniu organizowanym przez Akademię Kultury Społecznej i Medialnej w Toruniu, Regionalny Ośrodek Debaty Międzynarodowej w Toruniu oraz Biuro Współpracy Międzynarodowej i Międzyuczelnianej w Akademii Kultury Społecznej i Medialnej w Toruniu, realizujący niesamowity program Erasmus+. Witam Państwa bardzo serdecznie na wydarzeniu, który zebrał niezwykłych dzisiaj gości. Jest mi niezmiernie miło powitać specjalnych przedstawicieli z Katolickiego Uniwersytetu w Erbilu w państwie o nazwie Irak. Ze względu na naszych gości oraz na fakt, że posługują się m.in. językiem angielskim, w tym momencie dla ich wygody postaram się zmienić tenże język na angielski, a jeśli popełnię jakiekolwiek błędy językowe, to proszę o wybaczenie. Thank you very much for this opportunity to see you, for this opportunity that you decided to come to Torun and to talk about Erbil, Iraq, Christian community in this state, and in general about the situation in your country. May I present two amazing professors, visiting professors from the Catholic University in Erbil. Professor Ramia Jamal, who got the master's degree from the University of Milan. Your specialization is international relations. You are university lecturer in the Catholic University in Erbil, Iraq. And as I checked, you speak in many languages like English, Arabic, Italian, Kurdish, Sorani, and Ladini. Correct?
Yes, correct.
So, hello, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
And visiting professor Regine Fadel Yusuf, who got the Bachelor of Science degree from the Computer Sciences in Sihan University in Erbil, who is the program coordinator in the Catholic University in Erbil, and you speak also in many languages like English, Arabic, Kurdish, and Syriac.
Yes.
Welcome in Poland. Thank you very much for accepting the invitation.
Having us.
Thank you. How do you feel in Poland?
We feel amazing.
I saw such an amazing country, a totally different culture from ours, so I'm happy to be here.
It's your first time in Poland?
It's our first time, yes.
Yeah, it's my first time as well.
So thank you very much to be here. Thank you very much that you decided to be with us. I have a few questions for you because not many people has knowledge about Iraq, Kurdistan, Kurdish enclaves in Iraq. Also, not many people heard about problems which have the Christian community in that part of the world. Of course, from time to time we heard about problems with Islamic State, which existed some times ago, which were a very disaster time for many people in the area. But my first question is about the situation and status of the Catholic University in Erbil. What program does the university? What kind of the university it is? Can you a little explain what kind of the university you represent?
The Catholic University in Erbil, known as CUE, was established in 2015 by His Grace Archbishop Bashar Warda, the Archbishop of Chaldean Church in Erbil, Catholic Chaldean Church in Erbil. The Catholic University in Erbil is a non-profit private university, provide degree in arts and sciences, and welcome students for different culture, background, and religions. Currently, it has over 400 students from different religions such as Christian, Muslim, and Yazidis, enrolled under different type of scholarship. That's
Yeah. As my colleague said, it's an English-speaking university. It's a non-profit private university as well, founded in 2015 by His Great Archbishop. It's a funded university as well. It has a bright future, and it's one of the very few universities in the region that offers programs in English in majors of international relations, pharmacy, medical laboratory sciences, business management. We are planning to open departments of digital media, nursing, and hopefully the campuses as well. And now as the university is not that old. Over 400 students we have, and the number of staff probably extends to 20 to 30, if I'm not wrong. And the bigger the campus will be, the more open it will become as well. But there are high interests in studying at the university. Because the idea behind the university is great, because it is an international culture. It's Catholic university in Erbil, but it's not that only Christians are there. It's a hub. It's actually, let's say, a safe zone for different nationalities from different backgrounds and religious backgrounds studying there. We are having Christian students. We are having Muslims as well, Yazidis. We are having so it's actually a university that has people from diverse backgrounds, teachers and students as well, because we are concentrating a lot on principles of coexistence, diversity, tolerance, being open, accepting the other, love and respect.
And the main mission of the Catholic University is formation of future leaders and also advancement of the cohesive community in the region to create a peaceful coexistence environment.
Mm-hmm. I wanted only to underline that Archbishop Bashar Varda was here in Toru in 2019 during our international congress, and thanks to this visit we started collaboration actually with this university and the Catholic University in Erbil, and during the last years we had the opportunity to organize many events, many aspects, the visiting of professors like this one, and also we are happy that one of the students during the last semester was also here in our university. And my another question is about the situation of the Christian community in Iraq. We heard about some problems which was in the past. We heard about some difficult time because many people were moderate, by especially fundamentalists, religious fundamentalists. What is the current situation of the Christian community in Iraq, in Kurdish place, in Erbil?
In general, in Iraq, the Christian community clearly dimensioned in the last 20 years from 1.5 million to 250,000 million. So the main challenges currently for the Christian is access to education and job opportunities in the country. So the Catholic University in Erbil provided the access for education for hundreds of students to undertake that challenge and provide more education opportunities for the especially Christian students in Iraq.
We are so talking about it from an international relations perspective. I'm a Kurd from Iraqi Kurdistan, and something we are proud of is the comfort zone, the safe zone, the security that we have for the Christian community in Kurdistan. They are located mostly in Erbil at the Ankara. So we're having a district which is Ankara. We can't answer we can't say the Christian community are generally fine, because as my colleague said, their number have been unfortunately hugely decreased from more than 1 million to 250,000. Many Christian people had unfortunately fled Iraq. They did not leave it because they weren't, but they fled the country. It was not only the Islamic State of Iraq that you started with, it was also Al-Qaeda in the past. They're not generally welcome in the country as well. The country is a religious country. The majority are share as well, and of course political agendas are also involved there. Middle East is a mostly Muslim country, Muslim region. Fortunately, their situation is very fine now. They're comfortable in Ankara, but that does not mean they are welcome everywhere in the country. The northern part of Iraq, which is the Kurdistan region of Iraq, is a safe zone. There is security, stability. It's the most stable part of Iraq. So they are comfortable, but not from all the parts, because we had hundreds of thousands of Christians who fled the Iraqi Arab cities and parts and came to the Kurdistan region, as I said, located in Ankara. But there are also many other people who fled the country to others. And we have, for example, some few Christian communities here in Poland too, coming from Iraq.
It can be a little confused for our viewer because we are talking about Iraq, we are talking about Kurdistan, but Kurdistan is not a state.
Yes.
It's some form of the Kurdish enclave or Kurdish autonomy inside of Iraq. Can you a little explain what does it mean, Kurdish safe zone in Iraq? What is this element of the political system or the element
That's
of
true.
the relations in the region?
This is what is complicated in the Middle East. This is about the complicated status of the Middle East in general. So the Kurdish are an ethnic entity. There are 40 million people in the Middle East, divided into Iraq, Syria, Turkey, and Iran as well. I'm from the Iraqi part. We are 7 million people in the country. We have our own language, parliament, and president as well. It's probably the other Iraq, as I said, the most stable as well. The Christians are welcome. The other religions are welcome to the region, but they are probably not welcome to the other region. And of course, here politics is related. So we have our own status, just like Scotland and others. That's why things can be different. We have our own laws, for example. In terms of foreign affairs, diplomacy, of course, there is the central government, the federal government, which is the Iraqi government. But for many other affairs, we have our autonomy. That's why things can be different in the Kurdistan region compared to Iraq. We're ethnically different, we're culturally different as well. And all this matters when it comes to entities, because it's not only Christians that we have Turkmen, we have Yazidis, for example, who are there. So all this matters and impacts the status of ethnic minorities or ethnic entities, because basically, and quite frankly, Christians can be minorities, Turkmens can be minorities, like comparing to us. I mean, me talking as a Kurd. Iraq, the majority of the population in Iraq, they're Arabs. Then we have, comparing Kurds to the Iraqis, Kurds can be the minority comparing to them. But then inside the Kurdistan region, we are having other we have other ethnic and religious minorities as well. Christians, Yazidis, they can be, some of them. But again, Christians are, for example, Chaldean and Syrian nationality holders. They also have their own history. They have their own civilization, and they contributed a lot to the civilization of the Middle East. They have their own culture and language as well. So that's why it's really complicated when it comes to Iraq.
If I want someday to travel to Erbil, it is safe?
It's very safe. I can guarantee that's safe, and you will return safely to your country. If you reach Iraq for the first time, you will change the whole vision that you have currently on the security situation, economic situation, etc.
Not everything that you see on media can tell you the reality.
Yeah.
I mean, if I have never been to Iraq, or if I was not from the country, I would say it's dangerous. Iraq is about Al-Qaeda, terrorism, and all of that. But no, I mean, let me tell you an incident. I was in Paris in the November attacks. You know, there was some series of terrorist attacks in November 2015. And actually, I was very one of the places that the terrorist attack happened. I was there just before 5 minutes. That means I was more prone for a terrorist attack in the most famous European city, Paris, rather than in my own country, because I've never been, even though I'm from Iraq. So not everything that we are hearing from media can be true unless you see it in reality. So Kurdistan and Erbil always welcomes you whenever you want, or any other person, and it's stable. So far. Because nothing is expected.
Let's keep cross fingers for this sake as long as possible. Let's keep cross fingers. Thank you very much for this amazing opportunity to meet you. Thank you very much that you decided to travel to Poland, to be here with us. I hope that you will enjoy this visiting in Poland. And also I want to thank you for our viewers to be with us, to watch this interview, this seminar about the Iraqi people and this Kurdish enclave in Iraq. Dziękuję Państwu bardzo za wysłuchanie naszej dzisiejszej międzynarodowej debaty i zapraszam na kolejne wydarzenia organizowane przez Akademię Kultury Społecznej i Medialnej w Toruniu, Regionalny Ośrodek Debaty Międzynarodowej w Toruniu oraz Biuro Współpracy Międzynarodowej i Międzyuczelnianej realizujące program Erasmus+ przy Akademii Kultury Społecznej i Medialnej w Toruniu. Dziękuję bardzo.